Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel Young and The Restless Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Claire takes on the role of Jordan, and Sally messes up with Adam. Adam tries to figure out Billy's plan, Chelsea tells Adam the truth about moving in, and Claire tries to persuade Jordan that she misses her on today's episode of The Young and the Restless. As Sally enters society, Adam places an order for a scotch. After she pauses, she follows his signal and eventually joins him. She had to consider staying or going, he says. If he hadn't noticed her, he sometimes wonders if she would have left. She claims they'll never know. Adam thinks they already do. He wonders if she will ever be able to look at him without feeling compelled to hide. Sally is utterly confused. It is difficult to say whether or not that feeling will persist indefinitely because of how complex it is. They'll have to wait and see. Sally is told by Adam that it is not her responsibility to rectify the problem he created. He asks if he should go. Sally claims it's not like that. Adam grumbles about screwing up. Sally thinks what happened between him and Chelsea wasn't a complete error or a drunken accident. There's history there and a lot of love. Adam claims they had history and love, and a child he thinks about every day. Sally assures him Ava will always be in their hearts, but they are done. He and Chelsea will give their romance another chance. Adam claims they did that over and over but it never worked. He complains about her pushing him toward Chelsea and says he wanted it to work with Sally. She wonders whether he's asking if she wishes things were different. Sally advises Adam that he and Chelsea should be together for Connor's sake. Why are you fighting the one thing that can make you all happy? Adam says he has accepted that things are over between him and Sally. No one should hold her back, she deserves everything she wants. Sally says she's getting there. Adam agrees that he, Connor, and Chelsea should form a family. The focus is Connor and they're trying to support him. There is probably something that you should hear from me. He tells her he's invited Chelsea to move into the ranch house with him and Connor. He asks about her and Billy, but she isn't up for addressing it with him. Adam asks about job. She says it's beautiful and bustling. Billy and I are both driven and focused. She has her passions and obsessions and he has his. Adam asks what obsession Billy has now. At Crimson Lights, Chelsea runs into Billy and praises him for texting with Connor. Billy says he's his pal. She asks how he's been since she saw him earlier. Billy thought about her advice to let go of the Victor and Chancellor thing, it's solid advice. She's so glad. Billy clarifies that it's probably the proper thing to do, but sadly, he can't follow it. He's unable to walk away from Catherine's company and the joy of witnessing Victor's expression when he knows he's lost. Billy won't stop till he's won. I have it handled. Chelsea admires his confidence. Billy realizes she has a lot on her plate. Chelsea says it's a long story. He sees she doesn't want to tell him. Okay, now you have to tell me. Chelsea tells Billy it's not a good topic for them, so he guesses it's about Adam. She says he's relocating to the old ranch house, so Connor will be spending half his time there as well. They've asked her to move in. Billy makes a face and she responds, I knew it. Billy wonders how Connor feels about it. She says he wants her there and she can understand that. Chelsea feels strange talking to him about this. Billy says it makes logical for Connor to have his parents under the same roof. She hasn't said yes, yet, but she plans to. Billy loves not having to find out from Adam with his smug smile. He asks her to be careful. Adam will manipulate her before she unpacks her bags. He's going to milk this. He'll slip an engagement ring on her finger while she's sleeping and send out invitations. Chelsea insists she and Adam are done. But Connor craves consistency and she'll do anything for him. Billy assures her he's a strong lad and will handle this just fine. What about you? Chelsea will be fine. Billy agrees.
Yeah,
You will. He admits he sometimes feels what occurred in Baltimore was what she really wanted, to be with Adam in that way. Maybe you just haven't seen that yet. At the park, Claire gawps at Jordan, who tells her that her instincts are still strong. I taught you so well. Claire says she called the prison, and they assured her nothing had changed. Jordan smirks. That just shows you what they don't know. You wouldn't come to me, so I came to you. Surprise. Claire asks, how are you here? Jordan says no prison can hold her. Someone else is getting her 3 hots and a cot. Claire muses that it's been so long since they've seen each other. Jordan says she's been keeping her eye on her. Claire comments that Jordan is brilliant and sees right through people. She knows precisely what to say and do to obtain what she wants. Jordan makes a jest about her grandparents and Claire gets wistful. Jordan asks if there is hardship in paradise. Claire tells her she's lost there. Sometimes she's in a room with the Newmans and it's like she is seeing herself from a distance. Aunt Jordan, they do such horrible things. Jordan croons, honey, I told you who they were. Claire claims she didn't listen, and now she's more alone than ever. Jordan tells her she doesn't look lost. She has a new family, a new life, new clothes, it's like their time together never existed. Claire says she's playing along because she has no other choice. Jordan questions why she needs these folks. Claire tells her she taught her to exploit people to get by. It's not easy, especially not now with her there. She mocks Nikki and Victor for getting weary of one of their mansions and building another one. Jordan asks if she remembers the cruel things she said to her at the prison. Claire had just found out that the parents she believed had abandoned her were patient and caring. It's not that straightforward, though. They treat everyone and everything like they don't matter. I've seen who they really are. Maybe you were protecting me all along. Jordan sighs. I have waited weeks, days, months to hear these words. She paced the prison yards wondering if Claire understood and knew. She kept hoping that she was feeling guilt and wanting retribution and their life back together. Jordan discovered that she never once phoned her, wrote her, or visited her. Did you? She would still be in that cell if not for a little gumption and ingenuity. She asks, have you really seen the light? Claire complains about the Newmans' tests of loyalty. If you're not in the inner circle, they'll burn you to the ground. Jordan asks whether she'll run off and put out an APB on her. Claire won't let them hunt her. Who knows what Victor would do? He's a sick bastard. You're the only person I ever should have trusted, Claire says Jordan. You can trust me too. Claire assures Jordan she's not attempting to trap her. Why would she come there alone? Jordan says maybe she wanted to make sure it was her before she raised the alarm. Claire replies, or, when I saw you, I realized I'd been waiting for this. She questions what Jordan meant when she claimed she came back for her. Jordan thinks she may have come back for her child, for a second chance. Claire fears she may have come to make her pay for leaving her. Which one is it? Jordan says it's up to her. At society, Adam assumes that Billy's passion is Chancellor and asks Sally whether he's planning to go after Victor, or maybe him and Newman Media. Sally tells Adam he thinks about Billy more than he does about him. She indicates that her partner is miserable, so Adam figures he's about to go for the jugular. Sally tells Adam she doesn't want to be in the same room with him while he's like this. He produces so much damage and then gets angry with the repercussions. Adam wants her to tell him more about this fallout. At Crimson Lights, Chelsea asks Billy how he's so nice and sympathetic after what happened. Billy's not up for sainthood. He tells her he wouldn't take back any of their time together, but it ended and there's no going back. Chelsea will never forgive herself. She wipes a tear as he reassures her that they'll be okay. She thanks him for listening and for being him. Billy responds, "Don't let him tell you what you think. Be careful." In the park, Claire tells Jordan she can't trust the Newmans. Jordan snarks that there's always the Abbotts. Claire thinks Kyle's the one person she can be herself with. He knows the Newmans aren't flawless. Jordan thinks that sounds like love. Claire says they're not there yet, and she doesn't even know if that's feasible. She was the nanny. Is she even worthy of being with an Abbott? Jordan gasps, "Good God." She tells Claire that Cole crossed the pond to be her girl dad. "So, tell me how you don't fit in with Victoria and Cole." Sally arrives at the coffee house to meet Billy after Chelsea's gone. They kiss and embrace. He asks if she's okay. She answers, "Sure," but admits she ran into Adam. Billy guesses he was his normal charming self. Sally sighs. "It's just awkward." She reveals he started asking inquiries about them. Sally admits she lowered her guard for 1 second and he started speculating about Billy's ambitions. Billy's not surprised. Sally says Adam thinks Billy is going after him and Victor. Billy snarks, "All roads lead to Adam." Sally's sure her ex will attempt and approach Billy now and she's sorry about that. Sally hopes Billy's not unhappy with her. He's not. If Adam thinks he's coming after him, then so be it. He won't lie to her, and she doesn't have to second guess what he says. Sally says it helps to hear that. Billy feels he should let Adam sweat. Sally knows Billy won't back down. She thinks it's better if she doesn't know his plan. Billy will only state the only way to get to the big man is through his family. Chelsea meets Adam at society, and they discuss about Connor spending time with Johnny and Katie to ease him into life on the ranch. It makes her heart joyful. Adam believes the move in location makes sense for a lot of reasons. He fishes for her answer. Chelsea says, the answer is yes. Connor will have both his mom and dad in his new home. Adam grins. She tells him this is for Connor and urges him not to try to work an angle. Adam insists she doesn't have ulterior reasons. Chelsea says, I mean it. Adam assures her this truly is fantastic though. In the park, Jordan thinks Claire is Victoria and Cole's angel. Claire replies she's not actually. She's not innocent or a child. She has memories they were never part of. She sees Victoria with Katie and Johnny, and she knows them, and they know her. She'll never have that with anyone but Jordan. Her aunt had tears flowing down her cheeks as Claire tells her that Victoria repeatedly tells her she's a Newman, but that doesn't make any sense. I don't think I can pretend anymore. Claire cries up and Jordan grabs her in her arms and blubbers. Over her shoulder, Claire looks terrified out. Next on the Young and the Restless, Victor uncovers Ian's deception, Claire tells Nikki and Victoria about Jordan's return, and Phyllis encourages Billy to come clean. The Young and the Restless spoilers week of January 20th, Sharon's twist, Jordan's revenge, Kyle panics and Phyllis in danger. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of January 20th to 24th predict that Nick Newman will be more determined than ever to locate Sharon Newman down and save her before it's too late. Unfortunately, this could develop into a double rescue if Phyllis Summers lands in trouble next. Phyllis will eventually get wrapped up in a life-threatening ordeal with Sharon, so may Jordan stow her down in the sewer, too? There might be some occasion when Jordan has to think fast and remove Phyllis out of the picture. Jordan might also determine that tripling her leverage can work in her favor. Nick will do anything to save the mothers of his children, so Jordan may end up banking on it as a get-out-of-jail-free card. Regardless, YNR fans should anticipate Sharon and Phyllis to reassess their relationship as adversaries, so it surely sounds like they'll become surprising allies and perhaps team together on an escape. Of course, we should also talk about Claire Newman, as her phony piece with Jordan won't last long. Once Jordan discovers it's all an act, she'll likely unleash her angry rage. There have been some clues about Cole Howard putting his own life on the line to save Claire, so he could dash straight into jeopardy for her sake. Will Cole withstand whatever Jordan has in store for him? You can guarantee Kyle Abbott will panic when he learns updates on Claire's brush with danger. It might lead to Kyle recognizing exactly how strong his feelings for Claire are, and Summer Newman could witness that for herself based on his emotional reaction. As for Damien, more mysteries will unfold and could ultimately lead to the revelation that he's not who he claims to be. Nate Hastings could potentially find out that this is a Damien imposter. Audra Charles has some secrets of her own that'll be revealed down the road, so perhaps she has a former connection to the man posing as Damien. Over with Billy Abbott and Sally Spectra, they're preparing up for a Paris vacation that's guaranteed to deliver some flying sparks and major shocks. Back in Genoa City, Chelsea Lawson and Connor Newman should settle in the old ranch house with Adam Newman, so some family bonding is on the way. However, the Newmans will have to brace for more Ian Ward drama since a major showdown is developing at the main home sooner or later. Victor Newman will want to remove this menace permanently, so will he pull the gun on Ian in the not-too-distant future? The Young and the Restless spoilers claim major highs and lows are coming up in GC, so keep with us for more predictions on all the surprising news and tumultuous confrontations. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Tara Locke's return could flip Genoa City upside down. The Young and the Restless spoilers say when all the chaos of Jordan's and Ian Ward's returns calm down, Genoa City will be seeking for some new drama, and fans can't help but think that now, more than ever, a return from Tara Locke is what's required to mix things up. What could unfold? Time to speculate. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Tara Locke's history in GCYNR spoilers claim that Tara is Harrison Abbott's biological mom. She appeared on canvas for nearly 6 months in 2021, from March 1st to August. She was married to Ashland Locke, however the two divorced and Tara was later caught for theft and is currently in jail serving her term. Once she was sent to jail, Kyle became the primary guardian of Harrison, and Summer Newman ended up adopting the child since she and Kyle were married when all this unraveled. Still, with Kyle and Summer are divorced and now he's dating Claire Newman, how sticky would things get if Tara was released from prison early and popped back up in GC? YNR spoilers, trouble for Summer, Kyle Abbott, and Claire Grace. Tara returning wouldn't only mean trouble for Kyle, but trouble for Summer and potentially Claire. First things first, Kyle had a fling with Tara that resulted in Harrison, which means there's always a chance that sparks may ignite between Kyle and Tara if she returned. Tara is significantly different from Claire, so how intimidated would she feel over their looming connection? There's also the stickiness of Tara wanting to reforge a relationship with Harrison, so this would certainly cut into Summer's time with her adopted kid. Summer was just grumbling about Claire spending more time with Harrison and forcing her way into the little boy's life, so if she had to fight with Tara too, Summer would lose her mind. Would Summer perhaps look at bringing a court suit to keep Tara away from Harrison? She may go to tremendous steps to keep the woman away from him. The Young and the Restless February sweeps busters. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest that the month ahead will offer some unexpected twists and jaw-dropping moments. We've got some February sweeps busters to pass along, so let's speak about all the excitement that's developing in Genoa City. For starters, Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers will find their lives on the line. The danger is far from finished when it comes to Sharon, and Phyllis will presumably get sucked into all the havoc that Jordan and Ian Ward have unleashed, too. Phyllis and Sharon will have to put their hatred aside thanks to a terrible event, so that may turn these adversaries into team players, at least for a while. Nick Newman will continue his efforts to be the hero, but Victor Newman will receive some heroic moments of his own during February sweeps. Once Victor learns details on Ian and Jordan's partnership, he'll be twice as enraged about all the upheaval that's been happening in GC. However, it's Ian who'll become Victor's focus during the ultimate face-off at the ranch. Since a photo surfaced from the set showing Ian wearing a bloodied shirt, there's a significant probability he'll get shot. Whether Victor takes Ian out or someone else does the crime instead, Ian may be a goner. YNR February sweeps, fatal showdowns, unraveling mysteries and romantic twists. Despite Claire Newman's goal to wipe Jordan off the map, it appears like Jordan isn't done inflicting havoc just yet. Jordan may retaliate against Claire by going after someone she cares about, so may Cole Howard endure a life-threatening ordeal? Whatever the case, Nikki Newman has a battle of her own coming up with Jordan, so it'll be fun to see these long-time foes clash again. Victoria Newman will naturally be part of the Jordan mayhem as well, so there'll be loads of Newman family drama. On another note, Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson will find it increasingly harder to deny their romantic connection. Living together is only going to heighten Chelsea and Adam's spark, so they may be headed for the bedroom and couple status during February sweeps. Next, Nathan Owen's YNR character will be at the core of a February sweeps mystery, one that could reveal his true identity and potentially prove he's not the real Damien after all. As for Audra Charles, she's got some buried secrets that are just waiting to be exposed. Does Audra have a love history with Damien, or did they possibly plan together once at a time? Meanwhile, Summer Newman will ditch Chance Chancellor and decide a romantic reunion with Kyle Abbott may be what she actually wants. Summer will show she's Phyllis's daughter, thus our predictions lead to some subtle power plays and unpleasant news for Claire. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate February sweeps will offer some love triangles and unexpected surprises, so stay tuned for all the hot drama. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Phyllis's controversial new man that will leave GC reeling. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates show Phyllis Summers has been missing a meaningful love tale for some now. While she's been aggressively working to undermine Billy Abbott's romance with Sally Spectra, it seems she's only an obstacle for them to navigate on their quest to finding love. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Phyllis Summers the interloper. At this moment, Phyllis comes off as more of an aggravating diversion than a true contender for Sally. Even though Phyllis has wormed her way into this plot, it seems improbable that she's on the brink of embarking on an exciting new trip with Billy. YNR looks pleased to let Phyllis wander aimlessly without any genuine romantic objective, but perhaps it's time for a change. There's one provocative new man for Phyllis who could be on the market shortly. It looks like Summer Newman and Chance Chancellor are headed for a breakup that might actually last in the near future. Y&R spoilers, Summer Newman and Chance Chancellor had their chance. Chance might find himself moving on from Summer, especially since her heart seems attached to Kyle Abbott, and the green-eyed monster of envy is consuming her over his new romance. If Chance and Summer do split ways for good, the question arises, who could Chance end up with next? Once upon a time, Phyllis had her sights set on Chance, and perhaps that flame could reignite, leading to an exciting connection. Chance had believed he had a secure relationship with Abby Newman, only to have his trust shattered by her cheating with Devin Winters. There was also a period when Chance had evident connection with Sharon Newman, but that died out too. The Young and the Restless spoilers, from daughter to mother? As Chance and Summer's love story teeters on the edge of implosion, he finds himself adrift, wrestling with the weight of his past romantic missteps. This encounter could pave the path for an unforeseen spark between Chance and Phyllis. If Phyllis were to develop affections for her daughter's former flame, it might create a tangled web of issues in her relationship with Summer. Moreover, Chance would undoubtedly meet a chorus of naysayers telling him to keep his distance from Phyllis, given her legendary record for stirring up problems. Yet, after pursing the good girl route, Chance could just be ready to shake things up in Genoa City with a more rebellious partner. The Young and the Restless spoilers Thursday, January 16th, Ian exposed, Claire's Jordan report, Phyllis pushes Billy. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, January 16th, 2025, are here. In tomorrow's episode, fans may expect Victor Newman to uncover Ian Ward's deceit. Claire Grace Newman tells Victoria Newman and Nikki Newman about Jordan. Plus, Phyllis Summers urges Billy Abbott to be honest. The Young and the Restless spoilers Ian Ward exposed YNR spoilers for Thursday, January 16th suggest that Victor uncovers Ian's lie. It appears Ian's ideas are all tumbling down around him. For one thing, nobody thinks for a second that Ian is reformed. Victor summoned Ian after learning about Tessa Porter's medical issue and Sharon Newman's absence. Victor told Michael Baldwin to acquire information regarding Ian. So, when Thursday's episode rolls around, Victor will learn some new information. YNR spoilers, Jordan Howard's bold move. That information might be that Ian was spending time at Jordan's prison immediately before her escape. It was mentioned recently that a call to the prison ended with statements everything were unaltered with Jordan at the prison. However, Claire will report otherwise, which could have the prison being forced to truly make sure the convict is who she claims. It could also have to do with someone hearing fighting from Ian's motel room. Maybe someone witnessed a blonde come out of there. In any case, Ian is facing some challenges, especially now that Jordan has terminated their partnership. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Claire Grace Newman's report. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, January 16th suggest that Claire recognized Jordan's voice in the coffee place. Claire followed the woman, and they had a dispute. In the end, Claire put on a cover and genuinely hugged Jordan. Afterward, Claire describes her Jordan experience to Victoria and Nikki. While Victoria and Nikki will want to protect Claire, Victor could have another idea. Victor might want Claire to get close to Jordan, so she can report back what she's going to do next. However, the more time that Claire spends with Jordan, the more doubt she could have about her own family. YNR spoilers, Thursday, January 16th, 2025. In Thursday's episode, fans can also expect Phyllis to press Billy to confess. Perhaps this has something to do with Billy's chat with Chelsea Lawson. YNR spoilers, is Summer's heart still with Kyle while in bed with Chance? The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates tease Summer Newman is finding it difficult to live with Kyle Abbott's friendship with Claire Newman. Add to that her rising presence in Harrison Abbott's life, it's apparent that Summer is battling with insecurities that are likely to intensify moving forward. The Young and the Restless spoilers, is Summer Newman really over Kyle Abbott? Indeed, many of Summer's complicated emotions could arise from her unresolved love for Kyle. Chance Chancellor is ready to aid Summer in moving forward, but their adventure might not develop as intended. After eating dinner with Chance, Summer is receptive to the prospect of more shared meals, suggesting her intention to push past her past with Kyle, at least for the time being. However, this might lead to difficulties if things heat up between Summer and Chance in an intimate environment, particularly if she unintentionally utters the name Kyle instead of Chance. The notion of Summer passionately shouting out Kyle during such a moment is all too simple to conceive. Y&R spoilers, Summer Newman and Kyle Abbott had been through thick and thin. Summer and Kyle had been through thick and thin, and this isn't the first time she lost him to another woman. Viewers will recall when Kyle abandoned Summer for Lola Rosales, divorcing Summer and married Lola practically in one fell swoop. Later he wanted Summer back, but they weren't together for long before he ruined everything with her again, cheating with Audra Charles. Summer and Kyle were childhood playmates and buddies, and later childhood sweethearts, so they've known each other a tremendously long time. But given his apparent penchant to cheating, one has to ask if he's really worth it for Summer. The Young and the Restless spoilers, what if Summer Newman blurts out Kyle Abbott's name in a passionate moment with Chance Chancellor? Summer may envision herself in bed with Kyle and accidentally surprises Chance by mentioning her ex-husband's name while beneath the blankets. Although Chance wants to give things another chance with Summer, this slip could be a significant issue for him. With impending leaks predicting that Summer may chase after Kyle soon, the program might use this bedroom error to push Chance aside. If Summer dreams about Kyle and inadvertently calls Chance by the wrong name, it could expose to both of them what she truly desires. This moment might be a turning point for Summer as she starts to focus on reconciling with Kyle and getting their family with Harrison back together. The Young and the Restless spoilers, 3 shocking secrets that need to be revealed during February sweeps. The Young and the Restless spoilers hint that February sweeps is barely weeks away, and as fans brace up for one of the best times of the year in the land of Genoa City, it's hard not to speculate on all the drama that is about to hit the fan. Below are 3 frightening revelations that need to be revealed during February sweeps. The Young and the Restless spoilers, secret number 1, Heather Stevens' murder. YNR spoilers suggest that while fans know that Jordan and Ian Ward were behind Heather Stevens' murder, so it's time the rest of Genoa City be brought into the loop. After all, this would allow Daniel Romalotti to not only heal around his partner's passing but to totally forgive Sharon Newman for everything that's gone down since the summer. Plus, it might also assist Phyllis Summers with her resentment issues against Sharon. Not to mention the fact that Jordan and Ian should pay for this crime, too, right? All in all, it's time that everyone move ahead from the sorrow and chaos this chapter produced. YNR spoilers, secret number 2, Victor Newman keeping Jordan in the Newman Ranch basement. YNR spoilers remind fans that there was a time when Victor Newman kept Jordan hostage in the basement of the old Newman Ranch when everyone thought she had passed away. It's been months since Cole Howard and Michael Baldwin helped Victor cover this up and send Jordan to prison, and as Cole kept this from Victoria Newman, is the soap keeping this information to be disclosed for an opportune time? This might blow the Vole romance out of the water. The Young and the Restless spoilers, secret number 3, Summer Newman's true feelings. YNR spoilers reveal that even though Summer Newman is in a romance with Chance Chancellor, viewers can't help but feel as if she's still in love with Kyle Abbott. Chance called her out on her envy of Claire Newman recently, and even Harrison Abbott sees how mommy gets weird when Claire and his dad are together. Will Summer admit her actual feelings for Kyle and that she's not over her ex-husband in February? What mysteries would you wish to see uncovered in February? The Young and the Restless Thursday, January 16 recap. Claire vows Jordan must die, Sharon's kidnapper caught on camera. The Young and the Restless spoilers recap for Thursday, January 16, says that Claire Newman will be shook up at the Newman Ranch, where she'll stress that what she's about to tell Victoria Newman and Nikki Newman has to stay between them. Claire will disclose she just came face to face with Jordan, who somehow slipped out of prison despite the facility reporting she was there. Since Jordan hinted someone took her position, Claire will share that knowledge along to Nikki and Victoria. Claire will also reveal that she told Jordan what she wanted to hear and made her think that she was on her side again. Although Victoria and Nikki will want to get the cops or at least Victor Newman involved, Claire will explain that there's only one way to stop Jordan for good. After Claire insists Jordan must die, Nikki and Victoria will try to convince Claire that it's not the proper tactic. The guild would hound Claire, not to mention Claire may land in prison. However, Claire will maintain that she couldn't live with herself if Jordan killed again because she didn't interfere. Since Claire will imply it doing to Jordan what Jordan meant to do to them, it sounds like she'll want to poison her. Claire will basically warn that she's doing this with or without Victoria and Nikki's support. Either way, Claire will stress that Jordan has to die. In the sewer, Sharon Newman will give herself a pep talk before finally hitting the bar she's been straining to get to. On Thursday's YNR episode, Sharon will use that bar to try to break free from her chain. At Society, Victor and Nick Newman will grow increasingly persuaded that Ian Ward has an accomplice they need to find. Chance Chancellor will eventually provide updates to Nick and Victor since there's proof that Sharon didn't drive into the river herself. Chance will explain that security tape shows someone putting a towel over Sharon's mouth and putting her in the back seat after she passed out. Once Nick and Victor take a peek at the surveillance tape, they'll think something appears familiar about Sharon's kidnapper. It'll leave Victor and Nick wondering whether it's someone they know, but they won't figure out it's Jordan just yet. At Crimson Lights, Daniel Romalotti Jr. will rain all over Billy Abbott's revenge parade and try to convince Phyllis Summers she should pair up with him on a new project instead. After Daniel leaves, Billy will challenge Phyllis about if she's still committed to his plan to go after Chancellor. Phyllis will grumble about not having any information, so Billy will eventually say he wants to ruin Adam Newman since that's the best way to get to Victor. Phyllis will assume this is more about getting back at Adam because of what happened with Chelsea Lawson, so she'll call Billy out over his vendetta. The Young and the Restless spoilers claim Phyllis won't like of Billy's announcement, so keep with us for more guesses on what she might want Billy to do instead. Adam and Sally's chemistry can't be denied on The Young and the Restless. Why Adam and Sally are actually endgame. What's more seductive than a love story packed with betrayal, controversy, and enough sparks to light up Genoa City? Nothing. Adam and Sally's relationship on The Young and the Restless is the ideal storm of love and turmoil, demonstrating time and time again that they just can't stay away from one another. Sure, they've committed errors, but their connection extends deeper than the soap opera drama surrounding them. Why Adam and Sally keep us watching. Let's speak about chemistry. The fiery type Adam and Sally have isn't something you can fake. Whether they're swapping nasty one-liners or staring each other down across a packed room, their energy is electric. Yes, Adam strayed with Chelsea, and yes, Sally had a complete love story with Nick. We also can't overlook this little affair she's having with Billy. It's sweet enough, but it's simply not it. Come on, people. Sally and Adam are magnets. They're pulled together no matter how much drama tries to rip them apart. Adam belongs with Sally. Sally's unselfish notion that Adam belongs with Chelsea is noble, but it's dead incorrect. The truth is, Chelsea and Adam's time has passed. What they shared was amazing, but it's Sally who genuinely challenges Adam and makes him better. She matches his wit, keeps him on his toes, and doesn't back down from a battle. Let's not forget how they supported each other through the heartbreaking loss of their newborn child. That kind of link can't be severed, no matter how much Nick tries to play hero or Chelsea leans on her ex. Nothing and no one can keep Adam and Sally from pining for one another. Speaking of Nick, can we all agree that Sally dating Adam's brother was a narrative shock that made our mouths drop? But if anything, it merely emphasized how irreplaceable Adam is in Sally's heart. Nick might be the safe choice, but love isn't about playing things safe. It's about desire, connection, and battling for the one who puts your soul on fire. For Sally, that's Adam. So here's to second chances. Adam and Sally may be sloppy, but isn't that what makes them so captivating? It's time they quit running in circles and give their unmistakable connection the shot it deserves. After all, Genoa City wouldn't be half as exciting without their scandalous love story keeping us fascinated. Claire convinces Jordan she's on her side, Sally slips up with Adam, and Chelsea agrees to move to the ranch. Today on Young and Restless, Sally and Adam chat about his moving on, Billy warns Chelsea about Adam, and Claire talks to Jordan about the Newmans and pretends she doesn't like them. As Adam buys a drink at Society, he spots Sally walking in and motions her over. He's shocked she walks over and she advises him not to read anything into it. He just wonders if they will ever reach the point she doesn't feel like turning away. She doesn't know. Seeing him is complicated and sometimes that's too much. There's nothing to be done. They only have to wait and see. This all reminds him of how much he wounded her and botched up. Sally realizes she upset him, but what happened with Chelsea may not have been a complete error. They talk about their history and how Ava will always be in their hearts even if they are done. He points out that he and Chelsea have always failed. She feels it would be no great sacrifice for he and Chelsea to be together again. Why are they opposing the one thing that might make them happy? Adam reveals that he's let go of her. She deserves whatever she wants. I'm getting there, she says. He's resolved to focus on his son and getting his family together. Adam informs her that he would be moving into Victor and Nikki's old house. Connor is anxious about it but will adore it. He adds that he's also urged Chelsea to move in. When he asks about Billy, she refuses to share her personal life. He asks about job and she's unclear. Spectra mentions that Billy has an obsession and Adam wonders what it may be. Immediately, he figures that's about Chancellor and he is resolved to go after Victor. She accuses him of finding joy in Billy's agony. Adam comments that Billy is a sore loser. When he prods for details regarding Billy's strategy, Chelsea runs into Billy at Crimson Lights and they discuss about all the hockey memes he's been sending her son. He acknowledges he's been thinking of her advice to cease his grudge against Victor, but he can't follow it, even if it likely is the correct thing to do. Billy isn't capable of walking away from this conflict. He assures her he has it handled. She can respect him sticking to it. He can sense she's coping with something serious and says she has to tell him about it. Chelsea says that she's moving into the ranch and insists this is all for her son and she will have tons of space. It all feels awkward to talk to him about living with Adam and Victor. To her astonishment, he says it all makes sense for Connor and this is one method to work out her difficulties. He appreciates her informing him this before smug Adam does and urges her to find a means to shield herself from the Newmans' machinations. He's convinced that Adam will exploit this and sneak an engagement ring on her when she's sleeping. She says that their romance is long gone but their son needs consistency. Billy asks what she needs. She claims she knows what matters and will be okay. He's sure she will be and admits that he feels that what happened in Baltimore is what she actually wanted. She truly wants Adam but hasn't seen it yet. Chelsea feels hurt but he adds love is hard to let go of. She's convinced he must regret all the time they had together. Billy wouldn't take back any of it but it's over. He's impressed they can have an adult discourse. With tears on her cheeks, she thanks him for being who he is and he advises her to be careful with Adam. Sally joins Billy at Crimson Lights. After a kiss, she reveals she ran into Adam. She wanted to move away but he got nosy about them. She made the mistake of losing her guard for a second and the Newmans started speculating about his plans. He assumes that Billy is heading after him and Victor. He's on high alert. Billy isn't angry and assures her she doesn't have to second think anything he says. If Adam thinks he's coming after him, he will let him sweat. She can see he's not backing down. The way to triumph with Newman goes through his family. Chelsea visits Adam at Society and they discuss about their son adjusting to the relocation. They're all good to go. He asks if she will be coming too. She announces she will be and this is to be with her son, not him. Adam assures her he has no agenda or ulterior reasons. She insists that she's moving exclusively as a mom. Claire is astonished when she comes face to face with Jordan at the park. The prison assured her she was still in there. You wouldn't come to me, so I came to you. Surprise, says Jordan. No prison can contain her and someone else is getting her 3 hots and a cot. She left prison to meet Claire, who accuses her of knowing exactly what to say and do to obtain what she wants. They chat about the Newmans and how they can't fully see anyone else. Jordan asks if there's trouble in paradise. Claire thinks she's lost and the Newmans constantly manipulate to obtain anything they want. Her aunt reminds her that she told her all that. It doesn't look like Claire is lost to her. She looks like she's moved on. Claire claims she is merely playing along with the Newmans. She laments about their obtaining a new mansion. Jordan informs her they are no longer a team and reminds her of all the cruel things she said. Claire points out that she was angry since everything she'd been told about her parents was a lie. She laments about how toxic and repressive she's learned her family is. Maybe her aunt was been protecting her all along? Seeing her aunt again made her sure of who the Newmans really are. This all looks moving to Jordan. She's been waiting and hoping for months to hear this. She wanted to think that Claire wanted retribution and their life together again. But has she really seen the light? Claire adds that the Newmans frequently test her devotion. She promises her aunt that she came to her aloe and won't allow anyone hunt her. They discuss about how sick Victor is. Claire tells her she's the only one she's shared trust with and she can trust her too. Jordan cries up hearing this. Claire continued saying that she recognized she was waiting for her. Jordan says she came back for a second chance, or maybe revenge. It's all up to you, precious, she says. Even though she doesn't know if they can trust one another, Claire says can't trust the Newmans. Admitting that she feels connected to Kyle, she adds that she doesn't feel like she belongs with the Abbotts either. Her aunt reminds her that Cole crossed the pond to be with her. How does she not fit in with her parents? Shaking her head, Claire claims she's not innocent or a child. She observes the way her mom knows her other children. That's not something she will ever share with Victoria. It's only something she has with Jordan. Jordan thinks she's suffering an existential crisis. Claire claims she can't pretend anymore. She's not sure she can hang on much longer. With tears in their eyes, they embrace. What's happening on the Young and the Restless today? With so much going on in this fictional town of Genoa City on the Young and the Restless, we felt we'd give you a quick update on what's been going on with some of our favorite characters on the hit CBS soap this week. What's happening on the Young and the Restless today? For those who need a little recap, all of the action began during the Monday, January 13th program when Chelsea got the surprise of her life. That same day, Summer did her best to keep her position as Damien concealed a secret from Nate. For the Tuesday episode, Victoria and Chelsea had a chat that was actually very helpful for once. Also, Nick shared his notion with Chance as Ian's vendetta against Sharon took a deadly turn. With that said, what's occurring on the Young and the Restless today? Chelsea is going to catch Adam off guard and take advantage of the situation. Also, Claire is going to reunite with Jordan and Billy is going to make a surprising decision that is going to leave everyone gasping. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Phyllis puts some major pressure on Billy. For the Thursday, January 16th episode, Victor is going to pull the truth out of Ian. Claire is going to inform Nikki and Victoria all about Jordan's return. Also, Phyllis is going to pressure Billy to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. And finishing the week for the Friday, January 17th episode, Victor is going to have his reasons to monitor Nikki like never before. Also, Claire is going to issue a threat towards Jordan while Sharon is going to struggle to escape. YN our early week spoilers January 20th to 24th, Jordan's revenge, Sharon's curveball, Phyllis's grave danger. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of January 20th, 2025, are here. Next week, supporters can expect Jordan to seek payback. Sharon Newman faces an unexpected curveball. Also, Phyllis Summers could wind up in terrible peril next. The Young and the Restless spoilers Ian Ward's complication YNR spoilers for the week of January 20th show that Jordan broke the partnership with Ian Ward. Jordan was tired up with doing crimes for Ian while he did nothing for her. Now that Jordan has reunited with Claire Grace Newman, she thinks she is one step closer to attaining what she wants. However, Claire is tricking Jordan. YNR spoilers, Jordan's revenge in any case, the hits will keep coming for Ian. Although Ian knows Sharon isn't dead, Jordan isn't going to tell him where the captive is. Plus, Victor Newman uncovers Ian's deception. So, it appears everything is going apart for Ian. It would be exactly like Ian to give a tip to the police about Jordan being an escaped convict. While Ian was the one that helped Jordan escape, it would be one criminal's word against another. So, Jordan will likely take action, possibly frame Ian for a crime. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Phyllis Summers' Grave Danger. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of January 20th show that Nick Newman is still feverishly hunting for Sharon. Nick has been getting updates from Chance Chancellor, which basically means there is nothing news. It seems extremely possible that Phyllis ends up in danger right along with Sharon. Jordan understands that Ian plans to utilize Phyllis, so she could intercept that. If Phyllis winds up hostage near Sharon, then Jordan might argue Ian has to do her bidding. Jordan likes playing puppet master, so she will likely enjoy forcing Ian to do some wild and crazy things. Meanwhile, Phyllis and Sharon could be compelled to work together to beat Jordan. YNR spoilers, week of January 20th, 2025. Next week, Claire might decide to do something about her face piece with Jordan. Claire might continue misleading Jordan, and then playing hero in the end. However, just being near Jordan's manipulating mind might put Claire's mental health at risk all over again. There is also Damien, who is holding secrets from Nate Hastings. Is this man even actually Nate's half-brother? Amy Lewis claimed the man Nate described sounded nothing like her son. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most next week? Why Victor needs to fire his security team on Young and the Restless. Victor needs to amp up his security on YNR. The Young and the Restless businessman Victor is affluent. Most of his money is spent defending his family's happiness and well-being. If he's concerned about his family's safety, he could want to shell out a few more bucks for a certain expense. Newman's security team. Throughout the decades, Victor made numerous adversaries. His business dealings and other scams led to him being shot and members of the Newman family being kidnapped. There's always danger lurking around the Newmans, and as the patriarch, it's Victor's duty to protect them. With his money and resources, he has a security squad watching out for his family's safety. However, Newman's security is slacking in their jobs. The guards have a habit of letting the Newman family down. Many times, crooks such as Cameron have snuck onto the grounds. Also, there have been occasions where Nikki and other Newmans went missing under their watch. The team's recent efforts running surveillance on Ian reveals how useless they are. Upon knowing Ian is back in town, Victor ordered his crew to follow Mr. Ward's every move. Security is staking Ian's motel room and reporting every activities to Victor. But as fans have pointed out, it's odd that the team hasn't noticed Jordan. Unbeknownst to the Newmans, Jordan escaped prison and is working with Ian. Jordan's been hiding in Ian's room but wears a mask to go out in public. With Jordan continuously coming and going, security should have nabbed her by now. Yet, nothing. While the squad is busy following Ian, Jordan's free to wreak havoc on the Newmans. Ian and Jordan's reign of terror has already resulted to one tragedy, and more could be on the way. This could have been prevented if Victor's security staff had done a better job. Moving ahead, the mustache might want to consider employing new security guards. Chelsea agrees to move to the ranch, Claire reunites with Jordan, and Sally stands her ground with Adam. Society. Adam and Sally stumble into each other in the restaurant. Adam senses she was about to bail when she saw him. Sally encourages him not to read too much into this. He wonders if she will ever see him and not feel the urge to run away. Sally thinks seeing him is complicated, and sometimes complicated is too much. Adam wants to know how he can assist alleviate the awkwardness. Sally claims he can't do anything and they simply need time. Adam wonders if he should avoid her since he's the reason for this. Sally worries if his night with Chelsea was a mistake. She knows there's a lot of love lingering between the two parents. Adam reminds her that he wants to be with her and is concerned by her pushing him towards Chelsea. Sally thinks Connor's battle placed them all where they are. She suggests it wouldn't be a tremendous sacrifice for him and Chelsea to be together for Connor's sake. She wants to know why he is resisting the one thing that can make them all happy. Adam says he isn't fighting things with Chelsea. He informs her that his guilt lingers, but he's accepted that they are finished. He doesn't want to hold her back and thinks she deserves whatever she wants. Sally claims she is almost there. Adam wants to hear this from him and informs her about his move to the property. He tells her he's asked Chelsea to come, too. Crimson lights. Billy and Chelsea run into each other at Crimson Lights. Chelsea appreciates Billy for remaining in contact with Connor. Billy believes that won't change because Connor is his buddy. He tells her she was right with the counsel she offered him, but he cannot follow it. Chelsea is sorry to hear it and reminds that it's a gamble and he could lose. Billy insists he will win. Chelsea admires how he makes a decision and stays to it. Billy wants to know what's bothering her. Chelsea claims it's no big deal. Billy senses it is and insists she must tell him. Chancellor Park. Jordan thinks she taught Claire well and that her instincts are still intact. Claire can't believe this is happening. She says she called the prison and verified Jordan was still in there. Jordan says that reveals what they don't know. She had to come here since Claire wouldn't come to her. Claire wants to know how she's here. Jordan believes no prison can contain her and someone else is serving her time. She tells Claire she's been around and keeping an eye on her. She will do anything for her. Claire says no one is as smart or clever as her. Jordan notes that nearly sounds like a praise. Claire thinks maybe it is. She tells her aunt that sometimes she feels like the Newmans don't realize she exists. They utilize their power and money to achieve everything they want. Jordan reminds Claire she told them who they were. Claire knows and says she didn't listen and is now more alone than ever. Jordan thinks Claire doesn't look lost and she has a new family, career, and clothes, almost like their life together never existed. Claire knows it must appear that way, but all she does is force and grin, laugh at their jokes, and applaud their business expertise. She plays along because she has no other alternative. Jordan reminds her she could obtain a job anyplace and she doesn't need the Newmans. Claire says she's doing as Jordan taught her. She tells her she keeps her head down and blends in. Jordan believes she is too skilled at it. Claire says it's not easy, especially now with her here. She can't believe how they got weary of one of their houses and constructed a new one. That's the truth that she and her aunt know. Jordan reminds her that they are no longer a team and wonders whether she remembers the nasty things Claire said to her. Claire remembers but claims she had just found out that the parents who didn't want her were loving and patient. Her entire existence up to that point was a lie. Jordan suggests her parents have her now. Claire believes the hypocrisy is too much and they always use family as an excuse. She has seen who they truly are and claims maybe Jordan was protecting her all along. Crimson lights. Chelsea tells Billy that is not a good topic for them to discuss. Billy knows it's about Adam and begs her to tell him anyhow. Chelsea tells him about the ranch. Billy pulls a frown and Chelsea says she knew it would bother him. He wants to know what Connor thinks about it. Chelsea feels she knows exactly what Billy is going to say. Billy shocks her when he tells her it makes a lot of sense. He gives her a warning that Adam will find a way to exploit her before she can unpack her things. Chelsea hasn't forgotten who Adam is. She says she's made it clear this is not about romance. She knows Connor needs this. Billy wonders whether what occurred in Baltimore is what she actually wanted and she simply isn't recognizing it now. Chelsea is speechless. YNR spoilers Thursday, January 16th, disturbing news, uncovering deception, coming clean. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, January 16th, promise some significant bombshells that are ready to be dropped in the land of Genoa City. Next on The Young and the Restless, two people get some bad news, and another exposes a falsehood, while someone comes clean about a predicament. What's set to unravel on Wednesday's show? Time to find out. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Claire Newman's frightening news. YNR spoilers for Thursday, January 16th, hint that Claire Newman will have some frightening news for Nikki Newman and Victoria Newman. Sounds like she'll remind them of her run-in with Jordan during the Wednesday, January 15th program, but will she also inform them of how she befriended her aunt? Was Claire's confession to Jordan about how she really feels about the Newmans accurate, or was it an attempt to manipulate Jordan so she can nab her and send her back to prison? Claire's disposition transformed as soon as she started talking to her aunt, and the hug at the end stole the cake. Still, perhaps Claire is hopeful that there's a way she can rehabilitate her aunt, and this is a method to do just that. YNR spoilers, Victor Newman uncovers dishonesty across town. YNR spoilers for Thursday, January 16th, reveal that Victor Newman will uncover Ian Ward's dishonesty. As Ian has a variety of lies on the run right now, which one will the mustache find out about and how will he hit back? Also, will Claire, Nikki, and Victoria inform him of Jordan's status? Fans will have to tune in to find out. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Billy Abbott comes honest. Lastly, YNR spoilers for Thursday's episode state that Phyllis Summers will force Billy Abbott to come honest, but will he, and what exactly does he have to come clean about? Could Phyllis seek more information on how Billy plans to fight back at Chancellor and Victor? Does Billy have a specific plan yet? Only time will tell. Claire and Jordan reunite. At Society, Adam sat at the bar and ordered a scotch as he spotted Sally walking in. He invited her to join but observed she hesitated. He questioned if she'd ever get to the point of not wanting to turn away when she saw him, and she answered she honestly didn't know. Sally stated seeing Adam was tough and a lot to deal with. Adam wanted to change something, but Sally informed him they could only wait and see if it got corrected. Adam stated he knew he harmed her and screwed up. Sally claimed it wasn't a complete mistake as he and Chelsea had history, love, and a child. Adam said he and Sally did as well, and he thought about Ava every day. Sally agreed but indicated that she and Adam were done, and he and Chelsea had another opportunity. Adam assured Sally that he was only sounding guilty, he wasn't making a play for her. He said that he had a horrible habit of holding on too long and had acknowledged that it was finished between them. Adam assured Sally she deserved to get everything she desired in life. Adam said that he and Chelsea were co-parenting well, and he was moving into the second ranch house, and he wanted Chelsea to move in as well. Sally was cool with it and maintained her idea that they were meant to be together. Adam tried to ask about Sally and Billy, but she didn't want to talk about it. However, she let it slip that he had his obsessions, and Adam sought details. Adam guessed that Billy wanted revenge on him and Victor for kidnapping Chancellor. He's the epitome of a sore loser, Adam added. Claire yelled that when Adam acted like that, she didn't want to be in the same room with him. You caused so much damage, then you get annoyed at the fallout, Sally added. Adam wanted to know more about the aftermath and asked what Billy had planned. Sally sighed with disdain. Chelsea bumped into Billy at Crimson Lights. He told her he pondered her counsel to let go of the Victor and Chancellor revenge scheme. He stated that was probably the right thing, but he couldn't follow it. Chelsea tried to reason with him, but Billy was desperate to restore his authority. Chelsea congratulated him for being able to make a decision and stick with it. Billy told her to tell her what she had on her mind. Chelsea stated she was offered to move to the ranch, and Billy grimaced. He replied he could understand the circumstances and thought she should do it. He liked her telling him herself so he didn't have to hear about it from Adam. Billy told her that Adam would exploit her before she unpacked her baggage, so to be careful. Chelsea convinced Billy it wasn't about romance, and she and Adam were done. But the three of us, for Connor's sake, that makes sense, and I'll do anything for him, Chelsea explained. She said she knew what mattered, and she could manage it. Billy informed her that sometimes he thought that part of her wanted her family with Adam and Connor, but she just didn't see it yet. Chelsea thought he was too kind to her after how she injured him. Billy stated they'd moved on, but Chelsea swore she would never forgive herself. She thanked him for listening and for being him. Don't forget who Adam is. Don't let him to tell you what you think. Be careful, Billy said softly. After Chelsea departed, Sally came in. Billy embraced her with a kiss and a long hug. Sally told Billy about her talk with Adam and how he wanted to know about them. Sally revealed she accidentally lost her guard and how Adam started speculating about Billy's intentions for revenge. Sally added that Adam was on high alert and would definitely confront him, and she apologized for tripping up. Billy told Sally he wasn't unhappy, but she begged him not to pretend he was okay, if he wasn't. Billy promised her that she would never have to second-guess what he said, and he would always tell her the truth as a rule. And if Adam thinks I'm coming after him and his pops, then let him sweat. Won't be as fun if it's easy, Billy told her. Sally said it might be better if she didn't know his plan. The only thing Billy would tell her was that the path to victory with the big man was through his family. Chelsea joined Adam at society and said that Connor was having a good time at the ranch with Katie and Johnny, and it was good for him there. Adam asked if they were setting up a room for her at the ranch and Chelsea said yes, Connor would have both his parents at his new home. She made it clear she was coming as a mom only, and it had nothing to do with reuniting. Adam told her he knew how she felt and not to worry. This really is great, though. This is going to be great for all of us, Adam said happily. In the park, Claire was stunned to see her aunt. Jordan credited Claire's instincts and said that she trained her well. Claire was speechless and noted she had called the prison to ensure Jordan was still in it. Well, that shows you what they don't know. You wouldn't come to me, so I came to you. Surprise! Jordan told her. Jordan admitted she had been around and keeping an eye on her. Claire asked if Jordan had escaped for her. When she confirmed she had, Claire told Jordan that she always knew what to say and do to get what she wanted and could always see right through people. That almost sounds like a compliment, Jordan said. I think maybe it was, Claire told her. Jordan told Claire to be careful and warned that her grandparents thought they were the sharpest tools in the shed. Claire agreed and said with a tinge of bitterness that Victor and Nikki were used to being special and being the best at everything. They can't truly see anyone else, Claire added. Jordan asked if there was trouble in paradise. Claire softly admitted she felt lost there. Sometimes I'll be in a room with the Newmans, and it's like I'm watching from a distance, Claire said. She told her aunt that the Newmans do horrible things and use their power and money to manipulate them to get whatever they want. Claire told Jordan she hadn't listened to her and was now alone more than ever. Jordan said she didn't look lost with her new family, job, and clothes. Jordan said she was just playing along looking happy like Jordan taught her. Claire complained that the Newmans got bored of their mansion, so they built another one and compared it to her and Jordan's real life. Jordan told Claire they were no longer a team and reminded her of what she had said to her the last time they had spoken. Claire said at that moment, she had just found out how the parents that Jordan had said didn't want her were actually kind and patient. My entire life up until that point was a lie, Claire told her. She said that now she knows that they manipulate and backstab. It's toxic and oppressive. I've seen who they really are. Maybe you were protecting me all along, Claire admitted. So you see it now? You see who the Newmans really are? Jordan asked. Claire said she could. She said that deep down, she knew Jordan was right. I kept hoping you were feeling remorse and fury and vengeance and wanting our life back together, Jordan said. She added that she realized that Claire had never once called or written and would still be rotting in that cell if not for some ingenuity. No one's smarter than you, Aunt Jordan, Claire told her. She said there were so many rules and tests, and if you weren't in the inner Newman circle, they'd burn you to the ground. Claire pointed out that she followed her alone to talk to her and wasn't running away. She said she didn't call the police or Victor so he could have her hunted down. He's a sick bastard. Jordan fumed. He is. I didn't want to admit it at first. But I can't pretend with you. You're the only person I should have trusted. I know you can't see it yet, but you can trust me, too, Claire added. Aunt Jordan, I'm not trying to trap you. Why would I come here alone? Claire asked. When she saw her aunt, she realized she had been waiting for that. She asked what Jordan meant when she said she came back for her. Claire wondered if it was because she wanted their lives back or if she was there to get revenge on her. All up to you, precious, Jordan replied. Claire said that all she knew was she couldn't trust the Newmans. Well, there's always the Abbotts, Jordan said. Claire smiled and said that Kyle was the only one she could be herself around, and he already knew the Newmans were far from perfect. Jordan thought it sounded like love, but Claire didn't think it was possible. The Abbotts are still in a completely different world than me, Claire noted. She wondered if she wasn't a Newman, could she be an Abbott? Jordan asked about Victoria and her nephew, Cole, and wanted to know how Claire didn't fit in with them. Claire said that Victoria and Cole were never part of her childhood memories. She said Victoria knew her other kids in a way she would never have with Victoria but had with Jordan. She explained that Jordan really knew her, and when she went to Victoria with concerns, she said something stupid like, Claire, you're a Newman. It's in your blood. Jordan wept as Claire told her that it didn't matter who she was or what she thought. It doesn't make any sense, Claire confided. You're having an existential crisis, aren't you? Jordan asked hopefully. Claire wiped her tears and said she never let herself think these things, let alone say them out loud. I don't think I can pretend anymore. Thanks for your time. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.